if you thought the Prime Minister of Australia couldn't be more stupid, minded, ignorant, dumb, compromised, bored.
Oh, hey there, sorry, I completely forgot that I was actually filming a video. Oh shit. This has probably happened to many of us, including myself. You're working hard on a project or task and your hand reaches for your phone instinctively just for a quick break, and the next minute somehow turns into a couple of hours of wasted time. But it's actually easier than we think to do something other than just using our phone to cure our boredom. You know, if we can plan our days and weeks better and make the rest of our lives a little bit more interesting enough that our phones become boring, I truly believe that phone addiction would cease to exist. But how exactly do we get there, to a place where fun and enjoyment aren't reliant on our phones? Well, let's find out how. Today, we live in a world where when we don't know what to do with our time, or we don't have plans to go and meet people and see places, we almost instinctively, even habitually, depend on technology to cure our boredom. Think endless scrolling, binge watching TV shows and YouTube videos, or even excessive hours of gaming. These are all forms of cheap dopamine that feel good in the moment, but slowly and surely erode the human brain over time. And this is what Paul Taylor, an exercise physiologist and neuroscientist here in Australia, terms as death by comfort. The idea that a majority of human brains today default to the easy and quick hits of dopamine by no fault of their own. Cheap dopamines being designed by intent to be widely accessible to everyone, but also habitually addictive. And so in today's day and age, if you don't have a daily or weekly plan, or even a simple routine of how you should be spending your time, your brain will automatically pick the laziest, low effort tasks possible, like doom scrolling. So how exactly do you overcome this? Well, if you've never planned out your day before, start with that. So the night before, write pen to paper or even on a whiteboard how you exactly want to spend your day tomorrow. You can simply list out things you want to do, or go into more detail by actually time blocking slots throughout the day for your to-dos. And what you write down in your to-dos can be almost anything. You know, going to a cafe to get some work done, or visiting your local library to find interesting books, or even setting some time to browse your local shopping center or get a workout in. Now, if you're still scrolling, even having planned your day or week, then the only next logical step you can take is to delete the apps themselves and continue planning. Try deleting it for 1 to 2 weeks, because it's a great way to test and actually see for the first time how much time you're wasting when you could have been doing all the things you planned out to do. If you are considering to download those apps again, you absolutely can, but I'd highly recommend making sure that you have a good idea of where in the day or week you are actually wasting time, and then what you can be doing to actually replace the boredom rather than just spiraling into your phone. Now, the second and final thing I want to touch on is making your life so interesting that aimlessly scrolling your phone becomes boring.
Are you serious?
As I mentioned earlier in the video, boredom today is cured by infinite scrolling, which is largely by design. But not long ago, social media and streaming services weren't a thing. So how did people cope then? To put it simply, they led interesting lives. They were always out and about, meeting new people, interacting with new places, and even learning new things. And so their life was designed in a way where sitting around and wasting time was simply not doable. But for us humans in the 21st century, the same cannot be said. Our lives have been designed in a way where we're dependent on technology for work, communication, and convenience. So whilst technology has made our lives a lot simpler, it's also brought a tough challenge: digital addiction. And so for us, we must learn to strike a balance between using technology, but also making time to go out there and explore. For example, texting a friend is good, but meeting in person for dinner is even better. Learning a new skill on YouTube is good, but joining an in-person workshop or community is better. Streaming a movie on Netflix is good, but going to an outdoor night cinema is even better. When you go outside and actually do stuff and genuinely engage with the world, your brain begins to process real sensory information. And it's this information that eventually creates memories of experiences, moments, and feelings. And it's these very memories of what it means to live that hold stronger than the temporary stimulation your phone can give you. Again, it would be stupid to completely disengage with technology when our lives have very much been built around it. Instead, we need to learn to strike a healthy balance between our real life and our technology life. Now, if you want to guarantee that your real life will be way more interesting than what shows up on your phone, just do the following 3 things. Number 1, work on a project you care about. It could be a sport or learning a new skill like playing the guitar or cooking. It doesn't matter what the project exactly is as long as you love what you're doing. Number 2 is to talk to people in person more regularly. Make plans to spend time with family and friends, and doing so ideally outdoors. And number 3 is to have one daily habit that happens outside. It could be a walk, a run, a workout. Treat this as time for you to not be engaged with your digital life. I truly believe when you have these 3 things in motion, your phone will honestly become optional because you've genuinely got better stuff to do than to just scroll. Just remember to focus on a life that's well planned, thought out, and too interesting to ignore. The goal of this video today was to show you that it's very much possible to still enjoy your life without having to have your phone always around. Yes, technology plays a crucial part in modern day existence, but if you can learn to plan your day or week ahead of time and build an interesting life outside of a screen, I promise you your phone will stop occupying so much of your time and become what it should have been all along, a tool, not a lifestyle. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like and share it around, and ensure that you subscribe to the KISS YouTube channel so that you stay updated on future student and study related content. Now, go do something interesting over the Christmas break, and I'll catch you in the new year.